I'm holding the new Bosch 360-degree line level, and today I want to show you the differences between this one and the previous one that I've been using for about 5 years. As a professional contractor, I started using lasers on the job site about 15 years ago. It started with this GLL3-330CG I, which is what I call a dot laser, and it fires a dot on each side. There's one in the front, and then there's one that acts as a plumb bob. This is a model, the GLL250, and this is what I call a crosshair laser, and it shoots a vertical and horizontal line, and it's really handy for doing things like built-ins. 5 years ago, I upgraded to this laser, and this has a plane this way, as well as this way. It's a green laser, so it's 4 times more visible, and I've used this a lot. It pretty much made these two obsolete, and I've used this outside, inside, on the job site. It's been a great laser. This one is the replacement in my eyes to this one. My favorite thing about the 360-degree lasers are that you can use them for so many different things and you don't have to move them. Because they're 360, you get full coverage all the way around a room, and a lot of times in a house, you can hit multiple rooms at a time in an open floor plan. I can use them for doing chair rail to make sure it's accurate, making sure the tops of door casings are all the same. You can switch over to the different modes. When I'm installing cabinetry, I can make sure that they're sitting plumb as well as level without changing anything. And in addition to using it on the walls around a house, this also, by having the third plane where it shoots straight down and straight up, you have a perfect crosshair on the floor and on the ceiling. And this is great for wall layouts, floor tile, ceiling details. This works great, and I use this a lot. It saves a lot of time with layout. And in this video, I'm going to show you the differences and the improvements that I see that they made over this model. So let's move these out of the way and let's talk about these two models, and let's start with what this one comes packed with. The kit that Bosch sent me comes with this plastic case, which, to be honest, I doubt that I will use it. It's a nice way to store, but I don't think I would use this in my van. I usually like to switch this over into more common tool containers that stack a little bit more efficiently, but this is what it comes with. It comes with the laser, comes with a charger, comes with an 18-volt battery, as well as an 18-volt battery size that you can put C batteries in, that's handy if you didn't have a charger on site. It also comes with an extra hanger for the base, so you can use it with metal studs. And it also comes with this handy green reflective target that on my last laser, I went a long time without even trying this, but when you're working outside, sometimes it's the difference in being able to see the line or not. Yet the green really shows up on this green plastic material, has a reflective back on it. So this is a handy thing to keep around. Let's run through some of the big features I noticed about the difference between the two models. One is very obvious, are the black rubber guards that are on all of the laser housings, and there's rubber encapsulated on the whole thing. It seems like it would be a lot more tough on the job site than this one for the accidental knocks and bumps that happen. The next obvious difference is that this one has 12-volt battery system and this one's running on the 18-volt battery system. And it's important to note this is the amp share battery, which works across multiple tool brands. I really like how you can replace the battery without a lot of interruption to it on a tripod, versus this one you have to squeeze the battery and it's almost impossible to get it out when it's on its tripod base. The other big difference is this one unscrews with this thumb screw from the base. This one appears to be permanently mounted. You have to, well, not permanently, you can remove it with 4 small screws, but you can tell that's not the intention. It should be staying on this base, and it's wider, so you don't have to use the feet. This one's a little tippy. This one's got a thicker base, has rubber on the bottom, and something that really excited me is this micro adjuster that you can actually turn, and it will slowly turn it back and forth. And what my method of doing that with this one is to do this tapping with my finger. Whenever you go to turn this one on, you really disrupt the signal. It's very hard. The button was hard to move, and it was hard to keep that from knocking out of alignment. This one, the button is much smoother and it hardly moves the laser at all when you turn it on and off. Previously on the other model, you have to hit the button to rotate through the different lasers. On this one, it's very intuitive. There's a dot here, there's a line here, and a line here, and you don't have any questions of which one goes to which one. Also, there's a battery save button here, and here's the Bluetooth button that you can connect to your phone app. And the phone app is really nice because if you have it set up really high in a place you can't get to, or if it's across the room, you can use your phone to adjust a lot of the common settings, put it in standby mode, and it really saves a lot of time and saves a lot of battery power. This is the difference in the bases between the two models. Both have a magnetic back that allows you to attach it to a stud wall or something metal. It also has a hanging hole for a nail. You can put it on a wall and hang it that way. They both have tripod mounts on the bottom for the two most common sizes. But one significant difference is this one, the base, the fine adjust for up and down is built into this same small base. And Bosch added for this model a metal plate that you can stick it to, and you can adjust it this way up and down, and you're getting about double the amount of adjustment as you get out of this one. So I really like seeing this, and this one also includes a way to attach it to a steel stud, which I actually have this upside down right now. It goes that way. So you could attach it to the top of a steel stud, or you can attach it with a nail on the other side. I touched on the batteries, but another obvious difference between the 12 volt and the 18 volt is I assume I'm going to get a lot longer battery life off the 18, which is nice because sometimes I feel like I'm charging this one a lot. Another difference between the two models is this one does have a brightness adjustment button on it, and I noticed that this one does not. So this one, to adjust the brightness, you have to use the app. The app is the same on both models. I've already connected and used the app with this, and the operation was the same to pair up, and all the options are the same between the two lasers. One of the great things about a green laser is it's 4 times more powerful than a red, and I find it more visible outside than a red, especially on brick. The green laser is visible up to 115 feet or 35 meters. In the event you need more visibility than what it's rated for, you can also use a receiver that will receive the signal, and it will work up to 400 feet or that's 122 meters. Here's an update to the range. I'm on a job site today and I was able to test out the actual distance, and I'm getting much farther than what it's even rated for. This laser is shooting currently 175 feet, and you can go that far away, which Cameron is running that far for us, and he's going to show you how you can see it on the wall 175 feet away. And that's farther than most people are working, and that's a green line that runs around the entire perimeter of this building. Nice running.
Thanks.
You know, I just noticed another difference between the two, which is pretty nice. This one has a battery meter on it, and this one does not. And that is really important because there's been times that I've been in a crucial step of construction and all of a sudden it just goes dead on me. And I find myself having to find another battery or use the AA's that go into the backup emergency one. So I really like that they added a battery meter on there. So what are my thoughts? At the end of the day, I still love this laser. I've been using it hard for 5 years, but this one is so exciting to me because every little like quirky thing that I've dealt with on this one has been addressed with this one. Primarily using the 18 volt batteries. This was the only thing that I had that took this battery, and I have plenty on the 18 volt platform. So the changes that they have made have been great. I highly, highly recommend this. Bosch did send this to me for review, but I was not compensated in any way other than they just wanted me to share my thoughts. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll have the links once they're available for purchase down in the description, and thanks for watching.